Hello, my crafty friends and creators from around the globe. Welcome back to the studio. This is DJ at Hither and Yon Studio, and I am so happy to have you here with me today to do this little craft with me. And today we are going to make these fun altered paper clips. And what is an altered paper clip, and why do I need to make one? That's what you ask. Well, I respond, if you like to decorate your junk journals, or you need a bookmark, or you just want to brighten somebody's day or your own, you make these little altered paper clips and then you clip them on things, like so. So you could clip them inside a journal, which I don't have one near me right now. You could clip them onto a card in a journal. You can clip them onto the outside of an envelope for a birthday card. You can use them as a bookmark inside whatever it is you're reading to give you a little happy little touch. So many uses, so fun to make, and we're using just a standard paper clip, but you could make this design and glue a magnet on the back, and then you could attach it to your fridge or anything magnetic, or metal that would take a magnet, and do it for that. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I have a variety of items here. Use what you have, start where you are. Don't worry, you don't need anything expensive. You'll see a couple of very free options here. Some mandatory items are going to be obviously the paper clips, and I have a variety of different sizes that we're going to use. You can use smaller ones. I just don't have any smaller ones right now, so I'm going to go with what I have. These are my favorite. These are just a standard 2-inch paper clip I get at Staples or Office Depot here in the US, and we need something to make our paper clip on, of. So I have, we're going to attach things to the paper clip, and we're going to do it a couple of different ways. So I have some die cuts that came from the dollar store. These were $1.29, and you got like 50 in a pack. And there's really big ones down to really tiny ones like this. So we have some of those, but if you don't have those, you can just print off some sheets on your computer. I punch these out with my hole punch, and these with my circle punch. You could just fussy cut them out. This is an envelope from some Happy Mail that I received recently, and I think that these I think it's upside down. The cactus is very pretty. The cacti are very pretty on this envelope, so I may use some of that. I have some book pages. I just inked on these a little, but you can just use these and we can cover them up. And then I have some old postage stamps that I had around. These were from an old magazine that I had, and I just thought these would be the perfect size for a paper clip. And they got a really cool design on them, so for the bigger one, this would work out well. So look around through your magazines. There were a lot of options. These were really cool. These are very old. These are from '98, and I just have so many magazines up in my attic that I've been going through little by little. So as you can see, there's a lot of really cool pictures, and I don't know if the light's glaring on those, but there's some really cool options that you can get just from your magazines. Those over there. I have leftovers from a printable sheet from Graphics Fairy. And then I have an assortment of random fabric, little leftover scraps. This is a bigger one. You don't need anything this big by far. These smaller ones, this is just something I was painting on, so I tore that up. This is some sari silk. These are just old sheets that I tea-dyed and then stitched on with the sewing machine. Just another random little pieces. So these are fine. If all you have is little scraps like this, that's fine. I have some additional scraps of paper. I have a little sticker here. just some random cutouts and ephemera and some words. You'll need glue, some scissors, something to cut with, obviously. And I have some ink, but you don't need ink. If you want, you can just use a pencil or marker if you want to distress. Use an ink pad. You can just, dip the sides of your paper in an ink pad, and that works too. I also have some paper bag here, so we'll see what we use. We may use some of it, not all of it. So the main components of this are the piece that you want in the front and the piece that you want in the back, and your paper clip is going to sit like this, and then this side is what clips on your page. So the fun is in designing the piece that you want to clip to your page, because putting it together is super easy. We're really just kind of gluing our accent piece onto our backer and then clipping that onto the page. So let's get started. Since I have this, I'm going to use it. So this is just a piece of a brown paper shopping bag that I had left over. And I'm just going to square it. Actually, let me tear it. We'll use the hand tool to tear it. And let's see, what size do I want? Not too big. So that's going to be my back. And maybe a piece of book page. Which we can attach to that. And we want them to be the same size. And so this is going to glue around, and the paper clip's going to go inside. So we don't want to glue this down to this just yet. This is actually going to be our working piece. And let's see, maybe it'll be easier to see it this way. And now I just need some pieces to put on here to decorate it up. So let's see, what do I have? Where are those butterflies? Okay. So I have that, but it's hard to see. So add a little piece of this, and I'm just gonna ink the edges so it stands out a little more. So I'm just gonna fold it up in a little ball and then run my ink over it like this. Zhuzh it up like so. Top, same. All right, let's see. Okay, so that stands out a little more. I think I will ink around this because it's a little too white for me. I hope everybody is having a great day. We finally have some warm weather here in the Northeast. It is almost 60 today, and everybody is out celebrating with their equipment and their motorized lawn stuff. So yeah, it's fun. But it is. We're so happy to have some nice weather. Maybe I should turn it like that so the words show. Okay, so you can get as fancy as you want. You can do a lot more. Maybe I have a word here we can add. How about I have create space. Let's see. Or create space, however you want to say that. So that might look nice. Let's see. Kind of like it not covering up too much of the butterfly. All right, I'm gonna ink this. And like I said, if you don't ink, don't ink. You don't have to ink. I have some pre-inked distressed words in my Etsy shop that come pre-distressed. So you just print them and cut them, and they already have the inking around them. So you can use something like that. You can just write out a word if you have great handwriting. I have horrible, atrocious handwriting. So just a residue of my busy mind. But yeah, so use whatever you have, and you don't have to put a word if you don't want a word. All right, so I like that. I'm just gonna glue this down to this, and let me use Fabrifix for, and this book page is a little porous, so I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna put some little dabs of this to hold it. You know, sometimes things seep through the old book pages, and the glue might show a little through here, but I think the butterfly will cover most of that up. If you don't want that, then use a thicker piece of fabric so that it doesn't do that. Since I have this out, I'm just going to use it. Down that butterfly. There. That's a little too centered. Like that. And then our little word. There. Right. Now we're going to get this and this, and we'll attach our paper clip. So actually this is pretty big, so I'm going to use this larger page. This is a 3-inch. I got these on Amazon, so if I can remember, I'll put the link down below in the description. Actually, maybe that's too big. That might be too big. Yeah, actually that's just right. So the reason I feel this one's better is because now I have gluing space all around as well as on top, and that's important. So with the bigger one, what was happening was, as you saw, it's kind of coming out the bottom, which isn't a big deal. That's going to sit on the other side, but you know, of the page, so you won't even see that. But I don't like the way that looks, so I'm going with this one. And I tend to put the longer end inside, and then the shorter end stays out to clip on the page. So that's just the way I do it. And I'm just going to stick a little bit up to hang some accent off of. So you could do a little piece of string with beads, or I think I'm going to use some of the sari silk perhaps, because I think it'll match nice. But use what you have. Or you don't have to leave it sticking up. You can push it all the way down like that, and then it's sort of hidden and you don't have to show it at all. All right, so leave it sticking up, and we are going to put our glue on this piece so we can kind of see what we're doing. Yeah, I can use this. You can use hot glue for this as well. Not sure if it's going to seep through book page, but test it. I mean, we're only using scraps of paper, so if we mess it up, it's just a little bit of paper we're going to have to get rid of or use for something else. So I'm putting a good generous amount on the paper clip so that it will stick to it. Like so, and I'll just straighten that out. Just make sure it's good and stuck. All right, and now, let's see. Yeah, I like that. We'll take it from this end. I don't need a really big piece because I don't want it to be hanging too far out of the page that I am actually attaching it to. And let me see if this will, yep, I like it a little thinner. So I'm just going to fold this over, stick it through the end of the paper clip, like so. And there you go. One done. So this is the page of our book or journal or whatever we're sticking it on. We just slide this on, and there you go. And you can tuck things under it inside your journal. And that's how they work. So that's one. We'll put that to the side. Next up, let's see. Oh, these are cute. So these are little, I'll show you. These are book plates from a French book. It's, I don't remember the author's name right now, and I probably couldn't say it well without butchering it because I never took French. But these beautiful images were inside, and I think they're just amazing. So each person was drawn to represent a flower, and they're just so stunning. I guess these were printed on old style, so they're not as bright and vivid, and I did that on purpose, but the pictures in the book are just stunning. So yeah, I have these, and let's see. Since I'm gonna take another one of these. I have a ton of these. Let's see, which one do I like? Actually, I like this one with the purple wings. So I'm just gonna use this one as the backer, like so. And it doesn't matter, I'm just trying to find something quick. My paper clip will go like so. And like that, and we won't even see that side because that's the side that will be clipped in the book. You won't even see it. So you could just use a scrap for this. I happen to have this here, and it matches, so I'm going to use it. So we have that, and this can be just a really simple one, and I think I might just add a little something on the bottom here to cover this up, and maybe what I'll do too is I'll just cut this a little with my decorative scissors. Oh, I have this pair, and you'll see what it cuts. It cuts like a jagged edge, like almost like a torn page edge. Like that. I'll just go around this. Well, that side won't matter because I'm going to put some lace there. And, you know, you could use, if you have deckled edge scissors, or just not scissors, a ruler, you could just tear your paper off the ruler to get this effect as well. I don't have one of those, so I just use these. And yeah, and so that's that. And then I think what I'm going to do is just glue a little bit on the bottom here to hold it together because I cut the edges and I want them to match up. So just do that, and then we can open the side to get the glue on there. All right, so that's that. And maybe piece. Oh, I kind of like it on this side. Let's see. Oh, I do like it on the side better. All right, so I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut like that just to even that off. And then I have this piece of fabric that is stitched. All right, so let me ink this. Like so, and I just do that because I love the way it makes the item stand out on the page. I guess I didn't need to ink that side, but oh well. Like so. Yeah, I like the way that looks. I'm just going to cut it to size. And these stitched fabric are a great way to use up just scrap fabric. And they really look nice. If you're into like that junky kind of grungy look, which I am, we'll grab the fabric. And again, you could use hot glue here. Actually, hot glue would probably be a lot easier and would dry a lot quicker. So we'll just glue that on the top, like so. Yeah, and this one is very simple, but yet when you clip it to a page, it's going to be really pretty. And if you have, say, like a nature journal or something like that, this would be perfect for that. Piece on the outside. So I'm just sliding the paper clip down, and this one I'm going to do all the way down like that. So it's very hidden, and because I glued that bottom, I'm just going to add the glue here. Just want to make sure you get it on the ends so you don't have any gaps. And there we go. Maybe I'll ink this little bit on the side, hanging off to match the other sides, the bottom and top. And there we go. 2 done. Next up, let's see. Oh, let's use the piece from the magazine. I liked that. Where did I put? Over here. All right. Well, I don't know where that one went. Vamos. It's gone forever. Lost in the mess of my desk. Okay, well, we'll just cut this one out. It will only take a sec. And if you have a square hole punch or a circle punch, you could definitely just punch them out. This is that shinier magazine. It's a little more glossy, so if you don't like that, which I'm not a big fan of, you could put some matte gel or some matte Mod Podge over top of it, and then that will take away some of that gloss. So a lot of magazines have that glossy look to them. So we have that, and I need a backer. I'm just going to use this again since it's here. And probably need another piece of this. Actually, I'm going to get some scrap. I'll be right back. Okay, I had a couple of pieces of scrap in my scrap bin, so I just grabbed those. Let's see what fits. Small. That one works. I'll just cut in a little because I didn't cut this out so well. And do some riveting cutting. It's always fun to watch people cut. So so this makes this a little sturdy. So now I just need something to glue on. I'll get my wax paper and my little card and some glue stick. So this is Uhu glue. Just stick this down. And this is just because the paper is flimsy. You don't have to do this, and you could just double up if you have only brown paper bag or a piece of copy paper. You could just double that up. It'll do the same thing. So, line that up. Don't need this anymore. All right, and I think I will put some matte Mod Podge over this, which I just had. This matte. Got this at Hobby Lobby with a coupon, which they don't have anymore. It's March 2021. No more coupons at Hobby Lobby. But everything is cheaper. This needs stirring. I mix this with a little water, so it's a little more watery. just do that. And just put a very light coat over the top. And so I'll have to have some drying time for this. You could also, if you wanted to antique this a little while you're doing this, you could spritz this with a little ink, and then that'll add like a little layer there. But we'll let this one dry. We'll do a different one while we're waiting. Okay, let's see. Maybe we'll use the paper bag and suckle punch. Or you could just fussy cut punch. And I have another punch here. I'm going to punch out some book page. Oh, maybe. This punch has been sticking lately, so I ended up getting another one because this is my favorite size punch. So yeah, so we could do something like this. So this is like a little more formal. Let's just ink around this. And then we'll ink around our book page piece as I'm throwing stuff across the desk. Oh, and then I know what would be really cute on this. And actually it may make this completely obsolete. But let me first glue that to that. And sorry if there's any bad words on the book pages. I don't look at them. I read a lot of Stephen King and Dean Koontz, so there could be. What is this? Anything? No, I see love, so that's positive. All right, and I know that I have a wax seal. I'm going to grab that. Okay, I think we can honestly say that I was not prepared to do a video today. Okay, I have this little one. Let's see how this looks. So this is like a little bumblebee, and I just use one of those wax seals, and I put it on some waxed paper or freezer paper, and then I just do the wax seal, and then I peel them off, and then you can use them anywhere. So all that looking, and I'm not a fan. Okay, we're gonna find a button, maybe a button. Let's see. You know, when you spend half your time looking for stuff. Ooh, this one's cute. Doesn't stand out that much though. I have a green one, or blue. Green or blue. Oh, I like that one. Okay, so we'll do that. And I'm just going to get a little piece of string to tie through the center of that. Always have loose string somewhere on my desk. Grab a piece of this. Like so. I'll just feed this through the button and then tie it as if it were sewn on. I'm not going to sew it on. But no one will know, because they won't see the other side. So a piece of needlepoint thread would probably be better, a little thicker. You'd be able to see it a little more, but this is fine. And this is what I have, so this is what we're using. Just tie another knot, like so. One of those is sticking the other way. It's fine. It's fine. Cut this. Everything is fine. Like so. You can see that little bit of that sticking. We'll just glue that there. So that, and there. And now we need a piece for the other side, and it would be good if it matched. So I will punch it. So. I say so. I think that's my buffer word. I say it a lot. Cardstock. Punch with that. Oh, I'm just going to move some stuff here. I am just going to punch out another piece with that same size. And if you have a smaller size, that's fine. Just use that. So that'll be my back, like that. And we'll get a paper clip. So it doesn't all have to be square. Like so. We'll glue that to that. Make sure the words are upright. Use this one. Glue on this piece. Hope this is all in frame. Yep, it is. Just gluing around a little on the paper clip itself. Everything sticks together. My glue, I'm using a non-stainless steel needle, which they specifically tell you not to use because it'll rust, but I don't care. Who's going to see the glue? In my art glitter glue. And then, so now the glue is all like gray and rusty, I guess. I'm gonna glue this down like so and just hold it, because this one's a little smaller, so it's kind of pulling away a little easier. Just reposition that a little, like so. Yeah, and so this one's a real simple one. And go like so on the page, which I think is just really cute. Now, can we add something to the top of this? What would look nice? Push this down just a tad. I don't know. I don't have anything on my desk that I think would fit this spot. Oh wait, this. I did have something on my desk. Oh, that's not going to tear at all, is it? All right, so let's cut it and fold it. Cut it. Half. And I'm just going to distress this side a little because it looks a little too neat. And then we'll just twist it up a little and get it through there. And you could just tie it in a knot. I'm just going to try to loop it. So I did make it short. Like so. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. There, a little ragtaggy. I like that one. It's simple, but it's effective. All right, so that's 3. We made 3. Should we make a 4th? Yes, we should. All right, so what do I have? Let's see. What do I have? Oh, there they are. Okay, let me put this with the other friends there. And I do want to use this. I think it's really pretty. Wait, where's the other one? Aha! It's dry. I'll use that one. This is just a little scrap of watercolor paper. Do I want to use it? I don't. I don't want to use that for watercoloring. So we will do this. And then I think what I'll do is sew around the outside of this one to give it Just a little added accent, but if you don't like to sew or you don't have a sewing machine and you don't want to sew by hand, you can just faux sew, where you just take your marker and make little lines around so it looks like sewing, or X's. That's cute too. So these are my 2 page. I think I want to use my corner rounder here to round these corners. And I'm not sure how the sewing machine will work out here. Let's see what we get. If you don't see this part, I'm just going to cut it out and then come back with it. So, let's see, I'm stuck. There we go. Let's see, will that work? Can you see that? Well, you can see the sewing machine. You can see that I am sewing. And it's not plugged in. Who unplugged the sewing machine? I did. I unplugged it. It's my fault. Okay, there we go. All right. I'm just going to put a simple stitch around the outside. Nothing fancy. Hopefully it'll be straight. And will look good. Just a little. There we go. Turn it. Oh, one more. And this side. And last row. One more. All right. And there we go. Just got a little sewing around the outside. So that's, you know, nice and sturdy now. And we'll put another piece on the back because I just realized that I sewed through the piece that I was going to attach. So, yeah, you know, the fun of crafting. So let's, and it's not perfect. It's a, you know, if this is, and if you're selling it, obviously you may want to be a little bit more of a perfectionist, but, or maybe you are for your own personal journals. That's completely up to you. It does not matter that it's a little crooked here to me. I am happy with it. Like I say, it's distressed. All right, so this now is the piece that we will use as the backer of our, you're moving, of our paper clip. And now this is a bigger one, so I can use the bigger paper clip. And I'm going to leave these on here because I may want to add a bead or a series of beads off the edge of this. That would look kind of cute. And just let them kind of dangle with the paper clip. Or you could cut them off if that's not your thing. So let's do this. So. Should probably take a Toastmasters class or something, but it's not like I'm going to be doing a lot of public speaking. I suppose if the sews bother you, then you might not want to watch the next video, but I hope you'll stick around. I think it's the content that matters. All right, sticking glue all around, including the paper clip. And just put that on top. So I just slid the paper clip over the paper and hold this and There's words on this already that say curly dock, so we can leave that, or we can add another word. Should we? How about let it go? And you know what? I don't like the word. I like it kind of just like that. So we're going to leave it just like that. And on this one, I have a cotton. So since it's such a clean look, we'll just use this. And, you know, whatever you have, I'm sure you guys can come up with some really creative stuff. If you're mass making these, you might want to keep it simple. And there is that one. So we have this one and this one and this one. And that didn't take very long at all. And as you can see, you could use a lot of different materials. You can recycle. If you don't have words and you have great handwriting, you can just use that. These are quick to make, super cheap. You don't have to really buy anything but the paperclip, and if you have some old magazines, you're set. Print off some items off the internet, whatever you have, book page, and just draw. If you're an artist, that's awesome. You could draw a plant like this. And there you go. So we have 4 beautiful little altered paper clips to go in our journals, and we could just make these all day long. I hope you liked the video. I'd be interested to see yours if you'll share them with me on Instagram. I'm at Hither and Jan Studio. That's an N in the middle. Hither and Jan Studio on Instagram, and just tag me in there. I would love to see your makes, or you could drop them in the Create Space on Facebook. So Hither and Jan Create Space is the creative group on Facebook if you'd like to join there and just add your makes. I would love to see them. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll like it and share it and let the YouTube algorithm know that you like it. It helps me to get it in front of other people who might be interested to learn how to make these altered paper clips as well. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!